Kevin, listening in New York. You're on Free Talk Live. Hello, Kevin.
Hi, guys. Good evening.
What's on your mind?
Calling about the United Nations General Assembly taking place in New York City. So I work at a very large hotel in New York City, and we are hosting many of the countries that are present. And it's just insane to see how much money gets wasted by these countries that are considered third world countries, and just spewing the money that they collect from their, from their citizens.
I had this experience.
Things.
Yeah, I was in New York City, and it's been it's been years, like 15 years, and I can't remember what the country was, but it was some crappy, awful country in Africa that we're talking about. The people are very, very poor, and I don't mean to say that the people, there's nothing wrong with the people, they're just poor, but these people had a beautiful brand new BMW 7 Series from that year, and the diplomat from Africa had to drive in a very nice 7 Series BMW. Well, I'm sure the people there, I think it was someplace that was experiencing a famine at the time. I can't remember who it was, but Uganda comes to mind. I don't know.
So what are you seeing, Kevin? What experiences are you having there as working at this hotel?
Well, today was the big arrival, but what happens is the group pays for all the rooms the night before that sit empty just to make sure they get in, whatever time they happen to arrive. So you're talking thousands of dollars per room that normally aren't even that much. It's just the prices go up because it's busy in New York City. So thousands of dollars per room. Instead of people like sharing rooms that are with these delegations, they all have their own individual rooms. When there's no reason that they couldn't be sharing.
Right.
Besides that, you have all the Secret Service that's in addition to their own security. So there's just Secret Service and state, like Homeland Security, just all over the hotel. Most of the time, they're just sitting on the driveway, like smoking and eating, just waiting for something to happen. But you just look all around you and just wasted money for like really no reason, it seems like. And they have no sense of money. Whenever they ask for something, we say, okay, it costs this much money. They just say, okay, put it on the bill.
Put it on the tab.
With no regard at all.
Who's paying the bill? Is it the UN or is it the individual countries that are involved?
It's the individual countries. And they're just very disruptive to the hotel. They're just...
What does one do?
Like many of the countries.
I'm sorry. What does one do if one doesn't like the price of something? You're saying that they just say put it on the bill. What the hell are they going to say if it's not just put it on the bill?
Well, like for example, we have suites that are like living rooms. They're called like parlor rooms, and so for whatever reason, they need the furniture moved around. Now, all that stuff costs money because we work in a union environment and all that extra labor. So instead of them doing it themselves, they say, yeah. Put it on the tab. So it's thousands of dollars to like clear furniture out of a room instead of them moving it around themselves.
Wow.
Or we're a non-smoking hotel, and they know it's $250 if you smoke. Yet they don't care. They all smoke anyway, so they just charge it to the room.
Wow.
So it's just terrible to see. And they, the Secret Service has metal detectors set up in the hallway, so me and my employees have to go through it every time.
What?
It's disgusting.
Wait, say they added security to your hotel, and you as an employee now have to go through it because some customers decided that?
Yep. Well, it's the Secret Service.
Oh, well, they're very special customers. Oh, okay.
Oh, very special. I mean, you have like prime ministers and presidents of other countries staying there. So
they have fancy hats.
Detail, which it's funny because the countries that are joining us, they hate having the Secret Service there, so they'll lie to them about times that they're going in and out of the hotel to try and avoid them. Or they'll try and get keys.
Does that work?
Out of the rooms.
Can you just fool the Secret Service? Yeah, I'm leaving at 5.
Works really easily. Yeah, it says, we're coming to the hotel this time, and then they go out to another entrance, so they leave at another time. It's really embarrassing.
Wow.
They have dogs. They have bomb-sniffing dogs for every day that the room gets serviced. So, other guests are like, it's kind of weird to see these giant, scary dogs here.
Right, so that's what you're saying this is disrupt. That's when you were saying this was disruptive, meaning that the other guests are inconvenienced due to these bureaucrats.
Big time. It's scary to walk into a hotel lobby and just see people with guns just standing there,
Well, in New Hampshire, that happens. In New Hampshire, it's not scary to walk into and you'll see people with guns. But it would scare me to go into a hotel and have to go through a metal detector. That would make me really uncomfortable.
I'd turn right around.
Yeah. That's not every guest. It's just certain floors, but it's still just it's just a huge disturbance.
So do you have to take off your belt and stuff? I mean, it's a metal detector, so it's a real inconvenience. I mean, you've got metal on you, presumably.
Yeah, I don't know what they do with the information, but they collect the names of the housekeepers that work on those floors. I don't know if they do clearance checks on them or whatever it is to make sure they're okay to be on the same floor. But there's just so much information that we just give over freely, and it's hard to stomach sometimes.
I bet. Now, this is not the first year that you've been involved in this operation with this UN event.
No, it's my second year.
Okay, and you're not the only hotel that they're doing this in. There are multiple hotels.
Correct. Yes,
Wow.
we only have 14 of the countries. I know of other hotels that have other countries as well.
And is Manhattan, I presume, is where this is happening?
Yeah, I mean, they shut down the streets as, prime ministers and presidents are coming in, and, you're talking about major streets like 42nd Street and Park Avenue and things like that.
Damn.
So I have guests that call me, they're like, I can't get to the hotel because the street's closed down. They're in a taxi, they have to walk 3 blocks with their luggage just to get to the hotel because the street's shut off.
Ian, was it the 9/11 attacks that we got stuck out on the island at City Island? Because I couldn't get off the island when George Bush was staying at the Colony, and I can't remember whether it was just before that or what it was.
I don't think that was 9/11.
It was literally
incident.
hours where I'm just sleeping on the couch in the program director's office.
Wow. Hey, Kevin, anything else you want to share from your experience?
That's all.
Good
Thank
call,
you guys.
man.
Have a good night.
Thanks for the info. I appreciate the inside scoop there. Very interesting. All kinds of waste, and I'm sure he's only seeing a fraction of it as well in his role there.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.